Okay, hi you guys, I'm back with part 2 of the intro to my new channel, PolyMathMomma, SimplyFly. The baby is down taking her nap, and I just got off my phone call with State Farm, trying to get some things figured out because we're supposed to be moving overseas. I think I mentioned that in the last video. I thought we would be gone by now, but we're not. But I just had to get some things cleared up about our homeowners insurance, turning it into a rental property insurance, and just getting some questions answered about our vehicle and the insurance and the new addition to the family, blah blah blah. Okay, so let's get back to what you will see on this channel. Alright, DIY. I love DIY. I love the channel. I love the actual act of doing things by myself. I love HGTV. I'm very handy, and I think I'm handy because I was raised by my dad. My mom died when I was 5 years old, and he and his fiance at the time, who I've known since I was 8 years old, they taught me, get in there and do stuff, get dirty, get your hands dirty, do stuff on your own. They taught me you don't have to rely on a man to do anything. My dad used to make me cut the grass. It was my responsibility to keep the house clean, everything. And I learned how to juggle. My dad is very responsible, as far as, like, he's very good with finances, and he's a very organized, time conscious person, and I think that's how I learned to juggle. I had to make some tweaks over the years because sometimes I got in over my head with trying to do too much, but overall I've done a great job, and I'm getting better and better and better. So yeah, I learned that from my dad. I learned to do things yourself. You don't have to always pay somebody to do something, even as a woman. And I know that's not everybody's forte. Everybody doesn't like to get in and do things. Like, I cut the grass, I trim, I do the hedges. I didn't do the hedges. I hired somebody to do that because they had just got out of whack. They were crazy. But I do the edging thing with the weed eater, cut the grass. I do a lot of painting. I've painted every single room almost in this house. My husband helped me with the garage, and I repurpose things. I sand stuff down, put it back together, or take it apart and use it for something else. I love that type of stuff. So I will be reviewing different products that help you do that, all types of stuff. I'll review that. I love to decorate, but who doesn't? I guess everybody, especially if it's your own space, you love to decorate. And what I love about decorating is that, it's your house, your room, your apartment, wherever you live. So it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks about your surroundings, your environment, because they don't have to sleep there. So don't nobody care. They don't like it. As long as you like it, you gotta lay your head down and enjoy your area and cook in this, or read in this, and watch TV in this. This yo yeah. So let's see. Recycling. I've always been a big recycler since elementary school, and I think that's because that's when the huge recycling boom came out, and they were trying to teach kids about it in the 80s. I'm 33, and I can remember, do y'all remember that show on HBO called Encyclopedia? Encyclopedia. Anyway, and they had a program on there that always taught children about recycling. And we also, in school, I remember doing a project where we made our own paper. We took paper, broke it down, and it became that all pulpy stuff, and then we made new, like, construction paper. It was cool. So I've always recycled, and we had recycling bins in my neighborhood. So yeah, and I make sure my husband recycles, and I've taught them to recycle. Sometimes I catch them throwing stuff in the trash that's supposed to be recycled, but mostly it's just my husband, because he's overseas, and I guess they don't recycle overseas in Afghanistan and stuff. So he comes home and he has the habit of just throwing stuff, and I'm like, babe, put it in the recycling bin. I don't really have to fuss at my 13-year-old. She's finally really got it, so she pays more attention to what she's doing. composting. I want to get into composting. I think it's been taking me so long, and I've been procrastinating on getting involved with it because I thought it was just time consuming. And I've been researching it, and I guess it's not too bad. I guess I mean, some of the stuff is like, oh, pull this out of the rain, don't let this get wet, flip this, turn this, mix this, put dry here. So I am going to eventually get it once I find something that'll work for my lifestyle. Right now, I just been kind of taking my organic stuff and dumping it in the woods because I'm like, okay, it'll decompose anyway. So yeah, guess it's okay. Did I say I like to repurpose stuff? Did I talk about that? Repurposing stuff. I said, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, like for instance, I had an old computer desk, and I broke it down and sanded it, painted it, and put it in the garage and made shelves. I don't know if I said that or not yet, but whatever. Okay, if I did, so what? Now, as far as like my main professions, now my degree is in English and secondary education, and I love to learn, and I love to share what I've learned. I love, love, love. If you can teach me something, I'm going to sit down. I'm all ears. I love to learn, and I love to share it. A lot of people are like, you're a know-it-all. No. If I've researched something and I've had experts teach me, I like to share the knowledge. Simple as that. So, it is what it is. Let's see. Food. I love food. I love everything from chitlins to sushi. Like Anthony Hamilton said in his song, fried chicken to sushi. Talking about that girl. Anyway, yeah. I'll try just about anything. And I mean, I'm not as extreme, nowhere near extreme as Andrew Zimmern. Oh, even though I love his show. I love his show. I want to meet him one day. Let's see. Now, as far as my main professions, what I do and do to make money is songwriting and writing in general and singing. I haven't really made too much money with my own stuff yet, and that's probably because I just haven't really gone balls to the wall. I'm always multitasking with the child, and now I got a second child and my husband and doing other things, whatever, and just doing stuff here and there. And I mean, you have to really market. You can have great songs, but marketing is where it's at. So I am going to get back into that. But I have made pretty good money with writing for people. The only thing is, it's not constant. It's like here and there, somebody will call for a song and I'll make some money, somebody will call for a song. And I want it to be more consistent. With any business, you want your business to be, you want to consistently make money. And it hasn't been the huge bucks, but it's been, I mean, a good chunk of change, enough to where if it was consistent, like one song a week, I could live off that, you know. So yeah, I want to get to that point. And as far as my writing goes, I've been winning awards for writing since I was in elementary school. That's my gift that God has blessed me with, and I plan on using that. And that's how I want to make my living, you know. I mean, whatever your gift is, you know, go balls to the wall, you know. Put all your energy into it, because there's nothing like making money doing what you love. And I see where I can go, and God has shown me where I can go with that. I've had to change some things, like the types of things I write, and it's some music that as I've gotten older and learned more and been through certain things I've learned, you know, I don't have to do that provocative, you know, type of music and stuff, and it just doesn't feel right for years. And I think that's probably why it's taken me so long to get to where I need to be, because that's not where God wanted me to be, in that certain type of arena where I'm singing songs that I really don't have any business singing, and writing songs that I really didn't have no business writing. So, you know, you get older and you grow, and that's what it's about. It's about becoming a better person. And I am in such a great place, and so much better, so much more mature than I was 3 years ago, you know, 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago. So yeah, and I'm thankful for that. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, I guess that's it. And I'm pretty sure it might have been something I left out, but we'll get to it. We got time. We got time. Hopefully, God willing, like all my folks always say, my grandma say, God willing, we got time. But that's all. We'll be reviewing some things, talking about some things. You guys can learn from me. I can learn from you. We're going to make this thing work. So in the meantime, until I post some more stuff and or you guys reply to some stuff and give me some help on some things, keep it positive and simply fly.